Whatever.
Hello and welcome to the Whatever Show. I'm one of your hosts, Alex Drake.
And I'm your other host, Dragon Pet. And today we're going to talk to you about what we have listed, and we have both agreed, is probably one of the top 10 television shows of all times. That is Sherlock. Stars Benedict Cumberbatch as the title character, Sherlock himself. And, what's his total mind blank? Martin Freeman? It stars Bilbo Baggins as John Watson.
Yeah.
And so far it has 4 seasons. They're easy to watch because there's only 3 episodes to a season. Because, hey, that's the BBC for you.
Yeah. They like having their episodes long, yet few in each season.
And what you have in the 4 seasons, well, okay, season 1, we get introduced to Sherlock. The way he thinks, the way he operates, and he meets John Watson.
Yep.
And they begin solving crimes together. We end season 1 with an introduction of Moriarty.
Yep.
That pool bit was, you're constantly imitating Moriarty because he is truly one of the best villains out there. We also got to meet the woman. Notice it is a singular, and it's Sherlock's relationship with the woman is very thought-provoking because you never know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
There's part of you that thinks that maybe they're going to actually, get together. Because Sherlock is actually, he's fascinated by her.
Yeah.
Now, season 2 is basically comes down to Moriarty tries to keep his word and destroy Sherlock.
Yep.
Now, he doesn't just want to kill Sherlock. He wants to destroy him.
Yeah.
So he uses Sherlock's success as a way to undermine and make Sherlock seem to be a total fake. And we end season 2 with what looks like the death of Sherlock. And that was twisted.
Yeah.
That whole scene on the roof between Sherlock and Moriarty, it was just amazing. Jim Moriarty was a phenomenal character.
Yep.
Keeps you wondering what's going to happen. And so the play on this one was really, really good.
Yeah.
Now, season 3, Sherlock has been dead for 2 years.
Yeah.
When he is brought back. It seems that during those 2 years, he was out there dismantling all of Moriarty's network.
Yep.
And he returns, and not to the welcome he expected from John.
No.
Number one, John's got himself a girlfriend, a fiance, and as he's getting prepared to propose to her, Sherlock shows up. And it ends up, John tries to kill him.
Multiple times. Which I don't blame John.
No. Season 3 was very interesting because this brings us John Watson's child. We get Mary. We get the wedding, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And preps us for season 4 which again was quite unique.
Yes.
Now, season 4, we find number one, we've lost Mary.
Yep.
We lose her the very first episode of season 4, and this is followed by John being forced to accept her death and return to the side of Sherlock.
Yep.
And then we meet Euros.
Yeah.
Now, Euros actually is in the whole season.
Yeah. She's just here and there.
Euros is the third of the children, and she is, wow.
She's more twisted than Mycroft.
The overall, we had some great episodes.
Yeah.
We have our own. They did their own version of The Hound of the Baskerville.
Yep.
They did The Woman.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, the Moriarty episodes were just ouch.
Yeah.
The episode where Sherlock is actually sleeping and in a relationship with one of the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
The bridesmaid.
Mm-hmm.
All because he was using her to get to her boss.
Yeah.
What I thought was interesting is the byplay in the hospital between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
When she tells him, you shouldn't have lied to me. When were you going to tell me the truth? He's like, definitely after the wedding. I mean, and she goes, that wasn't going to happen. And he goes, oh. I mean, yeah, even when she's mad as hell at him and making a fortune off of him, she likes him.
Yeah.
And he liked her. Very idea that he was sleeping with her kind of makes everybody, it forces you to re-examine what you thought about Sherlock.
Yeah.
He went from being purely asexual to being somebody who would, well, being a guy, but kind of an opposite of a guy. I mean, most guys do use whatever to get sex. He used sex to get whatever. What I love about Sherlock is I love this adaptation of the Sherlock Holmes theme. I mean, there are a lot of good Sherlock Holmes movies out there. I like Robert Downey Jr.'s version, which is still in the Victorian era. But this version, there's just something about it that really reaches out to you and goes, this is how it should be. And Benedict Cumberbatch nails Sherlock. Mm-hmm. He does Sherlock better than probably any other character he does, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
He truly shows people his abilities with Sherlock. I mean, when he talks to the guy, it says, oh, do your research. I'm not a hero, I'm a high-functioning sociopath. And he kills the guy.
Yeah. And he hates people saying he's psycho.
I'm not a psychopath. I'm a high-functioning sociopath.
Because there's a difference.
There is indeed. Of all the TV series out there, as I said, we put this in both of us independently put this in our top 10.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's intense. It's not something that you could predict how it was going to go. And it has some scenes in it that are amazing.
Yeah.
Moriarty, whenever he breaks into the Crown Jewels
Mm-hmm.
and he writes on this glass, "Get Sherlock,"
Yeah.
that Moriarty could turn around and be found not guilty and make it seem like it was all Sherlock's doing was really, really well twisted.
Yep.
The idea that Sherlock would be this thinking machine that would actually not choose to ignore the planets because it was just useless information. That too was a very, that episode with the phone calls was really cool. You had no idea what was going to happen next. And that's one of the things that I thought Stephen Moffat, who was the co-creator and primary producer for the Sherlock series, did an amazing job. Now, Stephen Moffat is, for those of you that don't know, he was also the showrunner for Doctor Who.
Yep.
But he did several other shows too. He did, the dating show. The guy that dates the girl, they get married, they have fights, coupling. And that was kind of a unique sitcomish from Stephen. And that, I understand he did that series whenever he was going through family troubles and a divorce. Stephen Moffat showed, he was a very talented, very gifted man.
Yeah.
That he was replaced by Chenbal is a crime against humanity. And the BBC's directors that did this all should be shot and executed.
Yep.
But Sherlock is probably one of the best jobs that he did.
Yeah.
He got actors that were phenomenal together. And granted, now they originally did The Hobbit with each other first, right?
Yep. That's where they met, on the set of The Hobbit.
Where
Sherlock was Smog, and
then
Dr.
of course
Watson was Bilbo.
kind of almost a reverse in their, one of them was the title character and not Benedict. It also shows you Benedict doesn't have to be the lead to do an amazing job. Many, many amazing episodes in here. The cast is fantastic. Greg,
Yeah.
who in some cases you think Sherlock really doesn't know his name. In other cases you think he's just messing with the guy.
Yeah. Which I could see Sherlock just messing with him just
because he's Sherlock. The wedding scene was phenomenal.
Yeah.
As he's telling the girl, "You don't want this guy. This guy here's serial cheater. This guy, he's erectile dysfunction. You probably don't want to go there." It was really, really, really well done.
Yep.
Now, the cast has been talked to since the ending of season 4, which has been a while, and none of them have ruled out the possibility of returning to the world of Sherlock. Now, I would love to see them come back.
Yeah.
I had that idea of that episode where we get the idea of the woman dropping off a child that was her and Sherlock's as she continues her gallivanting, giving Sherlock a child and watching Sherlock deal with his own child. It'd be kind of twisted.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do know that if you haven't seen it, please.
That's cute.
Breakdown. Go get it. Buy
It's
it.
on Netflix.
Is it?
Yes.
Buy it. You want your own copy of this. Because when you're sitting around at night and you're trying to figure out something to watch, Sherlock is something that can fill a couple days.
Yeah. Which
Hey,
you'll get a kick out of it.
we did.
Yeah. Hey, when it's in the top 2 of our spot.
It's in our top 10. Both of our top 10s. Kind of says something about the show and all in general.
Yeah.
I want to thank you all for tuning in with us. I know these are a little short, but we're trying to keep these short on purpose because that way I don't end up hacking all over the microphone. I'm getting slowly better.
Yes.
Hopefully by next week we'll be up running full steam. We'll see. Either way, this is the Whatever Show for you. I'm Dragon Pat.
I'm Alex Drake.
You guys have a good week.